If you ain't seen the video, go watch the video. And everybody got something to say on NBA 2K League, right? So I'm gonna start the video off like this. Brute.
In the click you claim, West Side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I...
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy BEARDABEAST, and we're back with another bang. Alright, man, today I'm gonna be reacting to a video that Brute did. I done been on Brute podcast, I know him, cool dude, but he stepped out of line. Like, he talking about something he have no idea what he talking about, and I'm about to embarrass him. I'm joking.
Huh?
I'm trolling.
Huh?
Brute is a good dude. I actually like Brute a lot. We done been on the pod, chopped it up. But people were sending me this, and they was like, Bear, what is the like, what's going on? What is he talking about? So I was like, all right, I react to it. So, you know, Brute long-winded. Brute just yap, talk, right? Bet. So I bet, right? So I shortened the video and went over the good points. So we'll go through and we'll listen to it. And I'll give you my opinion on whether he's right or wrong, or like, just my thoughts on the subject, and then later on we'll talk about kind of what's next for the video or the next video.
I'm front with y'all. This might be one of the biggest fumbles I've seen in history, not just 2K in history. I don't want to hear these comp players talk about nothing again.
So Brute is going in. Like, let's start it over, cause I got him low. It got my fault. Cause what's the beef with the comp players and the casuals? What am I missing? Write in the comments below, because I be hearing the community talk, right? And I don't know maybe I don't be like too in tune to that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe I be missing a lot, but I do hear this topic a lot. So let's start it over. Let's get it rolling.
Now I ain't gonna front with y'all. This might be one of the biggest fumbles I've seen in history, not just 2K in history. I don't want to hear these comp players talk about nothing again.
Not just the fumble for 2K, but fumble with the biggest fumble ever, Brute. Alright, okay, alright, come on.
And trust me on that. So we got a few things we gotta dive into. So without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the video.
If you don't know, it's brutal sim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing.
I'm gonna lie to you, we getting straight to the news today. And this is by far one of the biggest fumbles bags I've seen in gaming history. I'm talking about the comp community can't tell me nothing. They had the opportunity to make so much money with the 2K League, but they could only see short term, y'all, and try to finesse the system, and it all came crashing down. I can't even make this up. Can you? I know what y'all think, because that's what I thought as well. And try to finesse the system, and it all came crashing down.
So is the finesse the system the gambling? Because that's some, I think some dude dropped a video on TikTok and was talking about how they was trying to scam the league, and I don't know. Is that what Brute talking about in that? And if Brute gonna see the video, I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Brute, but it's like finessing the system, right? If that's what you're speaking of, the gambling, I could touch on certain topics, but it was people in the NBA 2K League, like the gambling started to come around, right? The gambling started to come around, and people started trying to get involved with it, because you could in 2K it ain't too much different than NBA. You can actually bet on, you know, assists, rebounds, you can have parlays, whatever. But what he's saying is, it's true. People did try to finesse it. People did try to take advantage. What he's saying ain't wrong. But it was such a small group of people, dog. Like, it was like, so when the broad statement of like, comp tried to finesse or comp blew the bag, it's like, nah, like, a couple niggas ruined it for everybody else. That's the truth. Like, that's the God honest truth. It wasn't everybody was like, I'm about to run off 50 bands and pop them. Like, man, it was dudes betting to win $30. like stupid bets. And then it was some people that tried to pop them. And the people that tried to pop them, they got kicked out the league. But how many people you done got heard, kicked out the league, out of whatever? How many players, let's say the 300, 400, 500 players that done touched the league, how many people done actually being kicked out the league? I could probably, for gambling, it's probably less than 20, 10. So, and it was one team that went overboard. They were one of the worst teams in the league. A lot of those guys probably wouldn't even come back to the league. They didn't even care. So they really was like, and that was the problem. They tried to pop them. And that's what blew up that one team. And it was some sprinkles in here and there. But, bruh, the NBA, dog, the NBA, boy, they weed through that like it ain't nothing. Boy, they find out everything. They checking phone records, emails, your girlfriend emails, if they had a boyfriend, the mama, the daddy, the cousin. They gonna figure it out. So it wasn't a lot of, like, it was some people tried to finesse it, but it wasn't like everybody wasn't on that. And it wasn't like, it was not even like 98%, 99% of the league were good. So I don't know if that's what you were saying, but if that's the case, like, it's just a few people mess it up for everybody else type shit. That's all it was.
I can't even make this up. I know what y'all think, because that's what I thought as well. I really thought when I saw this clip that they're involving a lot of creators and college people that go to college, but apparently it's not. They're actually getting a bunch of people who barely play 2K. Now let me show you how.
So now he's talking about the new nothing but internet. So the way the 2K League is supposed to come out, he's talking about getting some new people in. So we'll keep going.
How big of a fumble this bag actually was. We're about to go and dive into who some of these players are. So we got this from Celtics Gaming on X, what formerly known as Twitter, of course. It's time for third tourney in the NBA 2K League Nothing But Internet series. Time to introduce the team. Meet Boston's very own fashion icon and NBA 2K gamer Herb Gotti. He's not even a 2K player, y'all.
Brute made me laugh. Brute funny, entertaining me. Brute made me laugh. Brute gonna be laughing throughout the whole time while he doing this. And it's funny. I don't know the beef between comp and casuals. I don't know the beef. But and then I'm on the side of, like, I understand both sides of it. I understand the comp side. I understand the casual side. I try to be logical with how I think. I try to understand both paths. So I try to put my feet in other people's shoes, right? So it's funny because it's like comp talk all this trash to casuals from like, and I do see it, but I don't really know, like, if people really be going back and forth. Like, I don't know how, but I do see casuals complain about the game being cheesy, and then like comp players just be like, casuals suck. And so I do see that, like, Sim Nation versus comp type beef, but it Brute make me laugh because Brute, like, man, they got replaced by a dude don't even play 2K, which he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. But we could talk about that because I don't blame 2K for that. I don't blame the 2K League for that. I blame players, coaches, GMs, because, like Brute talking about, they gave us a dope opportunity and we ain't capitalized on it. And I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I did everything right. That's not what I'm saying. As a whole, like, people will look at it like, man, Bear probably did the right thing. Bear was front running. Bear, nah, I ain't do everything I could have done to really, you know what I'm saying, to make it pop. And I'm to blame too. So what Brute saying is true, like, it's facts. But it's funny to me because Brute laughing about it. But I get a little deeper on the topic in a second. Let's keep going.
I can't even make this up. He's actually a fashion influencer that they replaced the comp players with.
Brute, chill out, bro. You gassing it though, Brute. Look at it. You gassing it, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, they took a fashion influencer and replaced y'all. And y'all out here worried about casuals? Talk about disrespect.
See, I don't know, man. My community know me, right? So y'all tell me, I be saying like casual, it's a casual. I think casuals, I don't think they as good as comp players, but they shouldn't be. Like, comp players play the game 10, 15 hours a day. You shouldn't be as good as, like, I'm gonna keep saying the beef, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I don't know about it. I don't, like, maybe I live under a rock or something.
Now the next one on the list right now, no, I ain't gonna lie, this caption need a huge pause, all right? But this is not brute. This is the words of Celtics Gaming. They say he knows how to handle the hardwood and the virtual court.
See, I'm with you, bro. We gotta do better. Like, we gotta do better. That's bad. That's bad.
Who wrote this? Nobody is proofreading this. So welcome Jared Orsett, and he's actually a college basketball player. Now the next player they got on their team is NBA2K YouTuber, a very known one, by the way, Cheeseaholic, who will be running point guard for them as well. Now this actually does make some sense. The other two, I don't necessarily know, but this actually made some sense.
So speaking on just this topic right here, a lot of complaints, and I'm gonna get to that later too, but a lot of complaints, right? A lot of complaints is like the 2K League buddy system, right? Or it's like you had to be within this certain group to make the league, right? Like now you see like they got somebody that is good at the game like Cheese, who might not necessarily be quote unquote old school like 2K Pro, but we know Cheese a dog. We know Cheese could play 2K throughout the years, right? And if we don't know the other people, I want to see if people are actually going to be invested in. You got a content creator, and then like you will see. We're talking about some other people later. Like you got, we're talking about the Celtics. They had the fashion designer right there, or they got whoever they use. They got some other people with followings. I wonder if people are gonna tune into this, and then can they bring their audiences over 2K? And then are you even interested in that? Because if it opens up the door for casuals to play, are casuals going to tune in? Because I got my thoughts on that, but I want to know what y'all think. So are you strictly just wanting to watch Splash, Chalk, and Awkward play, or would you actually tune in to, Cheese, some athlete or some DJ or a designer, somebody like that? Like, I'm actually interested to see, what people pay attention to it.
But let's check out the coach. Y'all think the coach is in the form of the bag either? All right.
Dang, Brute makes so many points because I really want to. Brute, I was the dude on the inside, right? Saying what you saying low key, but a lot harsher. Behind closed doors, because right now you're on YouTube, public platform. I was behind, saying some so Brute just said like the coaches fumble. Man, I think from like GMs to coaches, social media managers down to the players. I think everybody fumble, and I think it was spots and bright spots that we could have latched on to and stole certain people ideas and made the 2K League pop the way I think it could have popped. But as a whole, it was pretty bad. As a whole, from idea gave us this dope game plan, but the people that we went out there, like the coach can draw the best player in the world. He could get 4 people open, but if come down on play 1, he kick it to the left corner, he wide open. We run the play, wide open, left corner miss it. We come down, run the same play, right corner open, miss it. We come down, run a play, right wing open, he miss it. Run a play, now you ain't passing it, you shoot it, you miss it. The coach can't do nothing else, dog. The coach drew up the play, gave you a great opportunity. You just smoked a bit. So I think with the 2K League, it was a great plan, and it just wasn't executed right. And a lot of that fall on the players. And like Brute just said, the coaches fumble too. I do believe that. The coaches fumble too, but let's keep rolling.
Now, this is from Celtics Gaming as well. They say, straight from Boston, welcome Coach Bevan, a legend in music production and management, now leading our Celtics Gaming team in the NBA 2K League Community Clash Tournament. He's actually a music producer, y'all. They don't give up on the whole team, the whole comp scene, y'all. And y'all think it's bad? We ain't even check out Wizards Gaming yet, y'all. Check out their squad right here. Check out their squad. Y'all young comp players had it, and y'all blew the bag, so they gave it to some people who would actually value some money, apparently, right? I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out.
That's why I can't be mad at it, right? Like if I'm a business, because it's all business, 2K League of business, somebody putting money behind it. So if you put money behind it, you want your return on investment. You want your ROI. Like, you win, I'm gonna get that. When is that coming in? If it ain't looking good, we gotta stop that shit. So like, let's see if we could bring something different to the table. So that's why, like, I was that guy for like 2K saying like, yo, we need to do this. We need to, like, certain people got to get opportunities and we got to do that. But I ain't the dude that's in charge. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I had everything figured out. I ain't saying I had all the answers, but I seen that the writing on the wall started to become more apparent and more apparent. So I started to make a couple other moves, and we'll talk about that later too. But and I can make a whole video on my take instead of just react. I like Brute my guy. So I could go down the list on a lot of the stuff he's talking about and go more in depth. But I never bash 2K League because they did provide such a dope opportunity. And I can say majority of us failed to, you know, step up to the plate, hit the ball, but let's keep listening.
Yeah. Here's Jason Smith, Chris Miller, and Wes Hall. Now, this is what J.A. had to say about them, right? He actually said professional NBA 2K players got replaced by unks. WTF has the NBA 2K League turned into?
Like, 2K League, I think I said they come back 2K26. 2K26 come, I doubt there will be all unks on the team. You know what I'm saying? And if it is, I watched that team play. It was funny, it was entertaining because they like our uncles at the cookout that just, why you ain't good at the game, I play the game and they just suck. They were bad. But it was funny because it was entertaining. But it was just like, I doubt when the league come back in 26, it'll be like that. If it is, I still think that's funny because if it's all unks, they gonna be the worst team. Because, you know, go to the rec and play in the rec with them old heads, man, they be stinking.
Now, of course, I had to do some research to check out who these guys actually are. Now, Wes Hall is actually an Emmy Award-winning host. Why am I enjoying this so much?
Bro, stop enjoying it, bro. That ain't right. It's not right, bro.
I'm sorry, y'all. All y'all do, all your comp players do all day is play 2K and cuss about who's the greatest. And y'all had the opportunity to make so much money and got replaced by a host.
See, to anybody that's in the 2K League that's listening, because I know a lot of y'all, when 2K League stop, y'all just dip. But if you listening, dog, this is what I was trying to tell us, man. I was trying to listen, fellas. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. When I'm talking to them folks in the meetings, we gotta do that. We gotta move like this. We need to, you gotta push this. Cause look how they out here talking about us, dog. See what I'm saying? Now we just out here just getting dissed all embarrassed. And I was trying. Bro, if they'd have put me in charge and just don't even give me the title, bro. And just follow 90% of my players, I guarantee you we'll be in the moon right now. We'll be sitting right on top of the moon, bro. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. But it's okay. They laughing now. Brute leg, get your rocks off, Brute. It's okay. It's all good. It's okay. Go ahead.
Here is Jason Smith right here. He's actually an NBA analyst. Y'all think I'm playing? All these people got full-time jobs.
All these people got full. You ain't right. You ain't right, Brute.
All these people got full-time jobs. Now, Chris Miller is actually the TV announcer for the Washington Wizards. None of these people play 2K like that. None of them. None of them. And they are who they chose to replace y'all with. I thought it would have been all college players and they're trying to market towards the college market. But I have no idea what they're doing.
So to speak on that a little bit, right? If we seeing this plethora of people coming to it, I would actually like to see, like, I ain't no hater, bro. I'm not a hater. So even though, like, when I got my shot, I never want to mess up the opportunity for the next man. Like, I never. That's not my personality. That's not who I am. So when he was saying, I thought it might be college people. Or I thought it might be content creators. Or I thought it might be old heads. Or it might be like they just had like a DJ Grammy Award winner or like a clothing designer. Like, as long as people are getting the opportunity to play a game they love, do something that they love, and you got something like the NBA backing it, something like 2K backing it, it's a chance to change your life, I'm with it, bro. So I don't care who get the opportunity. My thing is, especially like to my community, right? Like, if there's an opportunity now for, if all these other people can get inside, it's got to be something for people who just like to play the game and chill. You might have an opportunity to go compete now, just because they taking it away from, all right, you ain't got to be BEARDABEAST, you ain't got to be Keenan, you ain't got to be Cease, you ain't got to be Mom That Man, right? You could be anybody. If that's what they open it up to, which I don't know, then I think that's dope too, because there's more people getting an opportunity. So just tune into it and pay attention to it, because if you only pay attention when it's your turn and ain't nobody else watching, it's going to die the same way it died before. So we got to lock in and pay attention to it.
Now, it seemed like the numbers was actually pretty decent for the NBA 2K League, because I saw this post from JA saying the NBA 2K League has 11,000 viewers on Twitch. So that's what they were peaking at, 11,000. Now, there are some botting allegations from the same JA. He said, we're on the front page on Twitch. It's not view botting. And then he said equal view botting.
So to speak on that, yeah, it's, people don't know, like, people be like, oh man, 2K got 7,000 followers, they got 7,000 people in there, oh, they got 15,000 people in there. If you on the front page, like, you get, like, when people click on Twitch, you get front page views, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that they view bot, they ain't go to it and be like, all right, 10,000 viewers for 50 cents. They ain't do that. Like, it's just, if you're on the front page, you gonna get them extra viewers. So like, that's something that the NBA can afford to do. That's why I think we gotta pay attention to what's going on with the league, because it's a bigger platform. They got more resources. So like, just pay attention to it, and then it just, if they continue to push it, it's all gonna trickle down to us. Like, we're gonna be able to eat off of it too. But it's the bot and stuff, just be, people don't understand, like, the front page, the business side of it. But then, keep going, bro.
When I saw this, I was like, what a fumble, bro. What a fumble. These comp players be hating on the casuals for years, and they bot. When I saw this,
now he's talking about, when I saw this, he's talking about the
I was like,
2K
what
thing coming back.
a fumble, bro. What bot. When I saw this, I was like, what a fumble, bro. What a fumble. These comp players be hating on the casuals for years.
Again, where's this hate? Am I tripping? Or do I just not hate on them enough? Or do I hate and don't know it? Maybe I'm ruffling feathers and don't know I'm going at people. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a side to it that I'm just like oblivious to. Should I get on casual versus comp people? If that's a hot topic, I don't know. But Brute been talking about that comp, but Brute been doing it for a minute too. So he been seeing that comp versus casual side, and maybe I'm just like on the comp side and don't pay attention to it, and I am a part of the problem. I don't know. I actually don't know.
And they can't even secure an easy bag. They literally had a chokehold on the 2K League, had them only selecting certain people. They literally had same JA. He said, we're on the front page on Twitch. It's not view button. And then he said equal. All this, I was like, what a fumble.
Wait till we get back to it.
What a fumble. These comp players be hating on the casuals for years, and they can't even secure an easy bag.
So I could go in on that. I could talk about an easy bag. Like the same way I was talking about a few bad people messed it up for everybody with the gambling, right? That's why certain gambling, like when you get gambling involved in something like 2K League, now you start to get fans that don't necessarily like your game to watch your game, and now the numbers inflate because they betting on it. So the players mess that up, but it's not like comp scene as a whole just wanted to finesse and take over. I can't say that. In the same way when Brute is like, man, comp scene fumbled a bag, like they had an easy opportunity to secure some bread, and like I can't say you false in that. I can't say you false. I mean, I could, because I'm like, when I look at my situation from like, if I'm looking at my situation, and when I started to realize it was a possibility for the league to close, it was like season 3, season 4, I started investing in real estate, right? So once you start, now I own multiple properties. It's like, I could say, nah, we ain't dropped the bag. But we did, though. As a whole, we dropped the bag, because it's probably, I know a couple people that started some businesses, and some people that's doing straight from it. But as a whole, like, I mean, you got to think, bro, there's people in the league 18, 19, 20 years old that could have been doing this for 10 years. So a lot of people did lose their job from it. But so as a whole, what you're saying is facts. But I could dispute it the same way I was disputing and we weren't trying to finesse it. It was just a couple people. But you could say, all right, we fumbled a bag, because it's only really a few people that took that money and did something with it.
They literally had a chokehold on the 2K league, had them only selecting certain people within their selected groups.
That's what's frustrating, bro. Like, that's what's frustrating. What you saying is like, it's spot on, it's facts, because in the 2K league, it was like you got drafted as one of the best. It came with this ego, and then you didn't do the content, and then forget taking anybody else that was good at the game. You want to play with your homies. You only want to get your friends in. So it's like, you really got like the comp saying you got 2K in a chokehold, because they only, like, they drafting the best of the best, and you quote unquote best of the best, and a lot of people got in and just like they dogged it out, like they ran, like they just took advantage of the situation. So he ain't lying.
And how did it work out in the long run? A lot of y'all jobless. A lot of y'all still disgruntled and still annoyed. A lot of y'all still ain't got no respect from nobody in the 2K community. In fact, a lot of y'all wasn't even missed. And y'all clearly are easily replaced. They just found a little announcer to replace you with.
It's crazy, bro, because this is some of the things I was actually preaching. Like I was in a situation with the league where I could actually talk to the uppers or talk to management or whatever, right? And like, my organization, I think I had one of like top 3 organizations. I personally think it was the best. I'm just, not to be cocky, I'm gonna just say top 3. I think I had the best organization. But like, man, it was just like, people try to take advantage of the situation, man. So go back to what Brute was saying. Like, they was trying to take advantage of the situation.
Clearly are easily replaced.
So I'm telling them, like, yo, we got to do this. Like Brute seen when I came on the two. Like, I've been doing 2K for probably like probably doing videos now for 2-3 years. 3 years probably, I think, doing videos. So like, but I was in 2K League probably 3-4 years. I was in 2K League for 6. So like, I wasn't doing videos off the rip. So I started to try to pick that up. But like, I'm telling everybody, like, if everybody can start to do it, then we can gain some momentum, because I'm like, people would rather listen to us than somebody else. If you got just a little bit of entertainment, you gonna pop off, because we the most knowledgeable at the game, we the best at the game, but they ain't going for it. People don't want to listen to it. So we had a dope opportunity and just sold that bitch.
They just found a little announcer to replace you with.
And if you ain't got no followers in this world that we live in now, like you say, you're gonna be replaced. Like, you aren't gonna be replacing you. The DJ gonna be replacing you. Like, you gotta hold some value outside of that 2K court, because at the end of the day, if that ain't bringing no money, how valuable are you? Yeah, you cold at the game. You could tell your homie you good at the game, but like, money is power. So you gotta bring some value to that table.
I'm sorry, y'all. Why
right.
am I enjoying this so much? This probably is going down as one of the biggest fumbles I've seen in history. Let me know your thoughts. So y'all know what it is by now. Your boy, your boy gonna always put y'all up on game and keep y'all up to date on everything in the 2K community. If you're first time to the channel, make sure like the video, share the video, and hit your boy and subscribe. If it's not your first time, like the video, share the video. You never know who's gonna be informed, y'all. Your boy, more love, respect, bless up.
Shout out Brute, man. It's a sensitive topic for me, just because 2K League is like that's my home. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at that's like my baby. But I'm a very logical person, I feel like, and I try to be. I try to go on both, like, try to see both sides of the table. And what Brute's saying is right. And when I'm in the league and I'm in these meetings and I'm trying to talk to players and I'm telling them we got to do this, that, and third. We got to get on our grind, because the moment you don't, bro, people gonna have everything. You can't give people a reason to talk bad about you, bro. You can't. So you got to lock in and give it everything you had. And if you lose with that, if you prepare and go out and give it everything you had and you still lose, bro, you don't hold your hat down. Like, you tip your cap and you say, I gave everything I had. I can't give you no more than what I had. So you never want to accept the loss, but that's how you deal with the loss, right? So, and I don't think we put our best foot forward. I don't think we prepared. I don't think we, like, especially as players. I could talk as players. And I don't want to point the blame at everybody else. I'm the type of dude look in the mirror. And I was a part of the problem, right? So what Brute's saying is he ain't wrong. Some of the stuff I can go back and forth on. But if you haven't followed Brute channel, you don't know who Brute is, man, go follow his page. He dope creator, been around for a long time too. But I seen the video on 2K League. I said, man, I gotta react to it. I gotta just put my little 2 cents in. And I really could go, if y'all want, I could go deeper on the topic on certain situations, because I could talk for 10 hours, kind of the whole 6 years of my experience. But if y'all got some topics y'all want to touch on, I could just lock in on that topic, and then, you know, I talk for 10, 15, 20 minutes on that, depending on what the situation is. But appreciate Brute for talking about it, even though Brute laughing at us. I was trying to tell people, like, can't give people a reason to laugh, man. That's why you gotta go hard. But it could be a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying? It ain't end of the world. 2K League gonna come back, and if you still part, like, if you still part of the community, still be playing 2K, man. Whatever 2K come out with, even if you're not involved with it, man, just pay attention to it. Just throw a like, throw a share, throw a retweet, cause your little brother, you know what I'm saying, your little sister might be growing up trying to play the game, and it might not hit on nothing for the next 5-10 years, but in 20 years it might be the biggest thing out there. So and your little sibling, your little cousin gonna be the one that can take advantage of it. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Your boy BEARDABEAST, we out.